We become what we think about most of the time. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. A person with a goal is already successful, even before reaching it. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude toward us. Everything begins with an idea planted in the mind. Most people drift through life because they never decide where they are going. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Your world is a reflection of your dominant thoughts. Happiness is not something you find, it is something you create. What you plant in your subconscious will grow, for good or for bad. The mind moves in the direction of its most familiar thoughts. There is no substitute for clear purpose. People fail not because they aim too high, but because they aim at nothing. Success is not luck, it is law. The greatest secret of success is thinking. A man's life is what his thoughts make it. Goals give meaning to existence. You cannot rise above the image you hold of yourself. Every achievement was once a thought nurtured in silence. Freedom comes from self-discipline, not indulgence. We attract into our lives what we consistently think about. Your income rarely exceeds your level of personal development. The future is created in the present moment by your thinking. Success begins the moment you decide what you want. Without a goal, energy scatters and life drifts. The mind is the most powerful tool ever given to man. Character is built by the choices we repeat daily. Most people work harder at earning a living than at designing a life. Thought mixed with emotion becomes action. Direction is more important than speed. The disciplined mind is the foundation of all achievement. Your habits reveal the quality of your thinking. No man ever rises higher than his own standards. Success is a journey governed by laws, not chance. The subconscious does not judge, it executes. You cannot escape the results of your mental diet. The person you become is more important than what you acquire. Persistence is sustained belief in action. Wealth follows value, not desire alone. A goalless life is a powerless life. The mind thrives on clarity and direction. Every problem carries the seed of mental growth. Fear dissolves when purpose becomes clear. The quality of your life mirrors the quality of your thoughts. Success requires responsibility, not excuses. Growth begins the moment you accept personal accountability. Nothing changes until thinking changes. Self-confidence grows from self-control. A focused mind multiplies results. Thought is the cause, circumstance is the effect. People rise when they decide to rise. A worthwhile goal organizes all other activities. You cannot outperform your own self-image. The mind believes what it hears repeatedly. Excellence is the result of deliberate practice in thinking. Success is built quietly before it is seen publicly. A clear purpose eliminates confusion. We shape our destiny by shaping our thoughts. Action follows belief as naturally as night follows day. Life responds to expectation. The mind is never idle, it is either constructive or destructive. Confidence is earned through consistent effort. You are always becoming something, whether consciously or not. Progress requires intention. The greatest poverty is lack of vision. Thought habits determine life habits. Success grows from daily decisions. A man without a plan is at the mercy of circumstance. Growth begins where comfort ends. What we rehearse mentally, we live physically. Direction creates momentum. Purpose turns effort into power. The mind works best when it knows its destination. Every day you program your future with your thoughts. Success is the reward for disciplined thinking. Failure is often a failure to persist. The conscious mind chooses, the subconscious executes. Thought is invisible, but its results are not. You cannot build a great life with small thinking. Focus determines force. Self-mastery precedes leadership. The mind magnifies what it concentrates on. You move toward what you mentally accept. A worthy goal dignifies effort. Results improve when thinking improves. There is no growth without decision. The mind obeys repetition. Life becomes orderly when purpose is clear. Success is the expression of inner order. You live at the level of your awareness. Achievement is born from belief. A disciplined mind attracts opportunity. Direction gives confidence. Most limitations exist only in thought. The future belongs to those who think deliberately. Consistency is the hallmark of success. Clear goals simplify life. Thought determines behavior. The mind rewards clarity with power. Success is not something you chase, it is something you become. Mental order produces material order. You cannot change results without changing causes. Thought is creative energy. Purpose turns ordinary days into meaningful ones. The disciplined thinker is never helpless. You reap mentally before you reap physically. The mind grows by use, not by chance. Focused effort beats scattered talent. Success is governed by principle, not preference. Belief shapes behavior. Every man carries the blueprint of his future in his mind. The mind accepts what it hears with feeling. Direction transforms effort into achievement. Life mirrors inner order. Clarity produces confidence. Thought is the architect of destiny. You cannot drift and succeed at the same time. Progress begins with decision. Success requires deliberate living. Mental discipline is freedom. You attract what matches your dominant thoughts. Goals give structure to ambition. The mind thrives on purpose. Self-respect grows from self-direction. Thought is the engine of accomplishment. Success is built inwardly before it appears outwardly. Purpose stabilizes effort. What you consistently imagine, you gradually become. Growth follows focus. The mind creates its own environment. A life without goals lacks momentum. Mental clarity precedes success. Discipline protects ambition. Success demands conscious control of thought. You shape tomorrow with today's thinking. Purpose transforms struggle into progress. Thought determines scale. The mind responds to certainty. Direction creates confidence. A man becomes what he allows his mind to dwell upon. Thought is the root of action. Success is intentional living. A clear goal simplifies decision-making. The disciplined mind attracts success naturally. Growth is the reward of focused thought. The mind cannot serve two directions well. Achievement follows mental order. Purpose organizes life. Thought governs outcome. You live the story you repeatedly tell yourself. The mind does not merely react to life, it actively creates the terms under which life unfolds. A man's outer world stabilizes only when his inner world becomes orderly. Thought is the unseen governor of all human experience. Success begins when desire is refined into intention. The mind is neutral ground, it produces whatever is planted with consistency. Most lives fall short not from lack of effort, but from lack of conscious direction. Purpose is the force that turns endurance into progress. The disciplined thinker lives above circumstance. Life expands in proportion to the clarity of one's aim. What we call fate is often nothing more than repeated thinking. A controlled mind is the highest form of freedom. The subconscious faithfully serves the images it is given. Success is not added to a person, it emerges from one. Thought becomes destiny when left unchallenged. The man who governs his thoughts governs his future. Direction converts ordinary effort into uncommon results. The mind requires purpose just as the body requires nourishment. We do not rise to opportunity, we rise to preparation. Inner order is the silent partner of achievement. Thought is the original substance from which results are formed. A life without conscious thought is a life lived by default. Progress is the natural outcome of disciplined intention. The mind does not seek truth, it follows instruction. Success is the echo of inner alignment. Mental drift is the enemy of accomplishment. The quality of thinking determines the quality of results. A clear aim simplifies every decision that follows. The mind magnifies whatever it consistently entertains. Purpose is the compass that prevents self-betrayal. Thought precedes action as cause precedes effect. Achievement is the visible signature of invisible discipline. The subconscious responds to conviction, not logic. Direction eliminates wasted effort. A man grows into the boundaries he mentally accepts. Success is not demanded from life, it is developed within. The mind cannot distinguish vividly imagined experience from reality. Thought ungoverned becomes circumstance. The disciplined mind attracts order into all areas of life. We move steadily toward what we mentally rehearse. Purpose converts patience into power. The mind thrives when given a worthy task. Life obeys the instructions it receives from thought. Progress is impossible without mental clarity. Success is the long-term effect of short daily disciplines. Thought is the silent architect of character. A man without direction is ruled by impulse. Inner mastery precedes outer influence. The mind becomes efficient when it knows its destination. Results follow alignment, not wishful thinking. Conscious thought is the highest form of human leverage.